Welcome to Monday's Mental Mistakes. This week we're looking at confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is the tendency to focus on evidence that supports our beliefs rather than evidence that contradicts them. That is, once we have a belief or an idea, we tend to look for confirmation of it rather than evidence against it. Confirmation bias makes us more likely to seek out, remember, and treat as important evidence that goes along with our existing beliefs. At the same time, we'll tend to avoid, forget, or treat as unimportant evidence that contradicts our beliefs. Here's a simple example. Suppose you arrive at a party and notice that some of the people are wearing hats and some aren't. I tell you that all the atheists at the party are wearing hats. You find this strange and proceed to check. Who should you question to find out if my statement is correct? If your first thought was to question the people who are wearing hats, congratulations, you suffer from confirmation bias like the rest of us. I told you that all the atheists were wearing hats. If you ask the people wearing hats, at best you will find that some of them are atheists, thus partially confirming my statement. What you really need to do is to ask the people who aren't wearing hats. If any of them are atheists, then you've falsified my statement. The principal way to counter confirmation bias is to always ask yourself, what would make me change my mind? Or, how would I know if I'm wrong? Another way to reduce the effects of confirmation bias is to deliberately seek out opposing viewpoints. If you want to be secure in your beliefs, find the best arguments against them. Then, examine these arguments in detail. Find people who disagree with you and have them critique your views. This need not be a massive undertaking. For example, when buying a car, look for negative reviews of the car that you're considering, not just positive reviews. When driving to work, try out a new route to see if it's better. When wondering why white men seem to be the worst drivers, remind yourself of all those white men whose good driving you've never noticed. In conclusion, confirmation bias is a tendency to focus on evidence that supports our beliefs rather than evidence that contradicts them. The best way to combat this is to always look for disconfirming evidence. Until next week, may all your mental mistakes be minor.